check. Where is it, TD Dollars? Yeah, big up. Check. Where is it? Big up, Momo. Yes, Sonia, it's a little bit special. It's a a Wednesday thing. I won't be here on Friday, so I make sure some drop in a thing on Wednesday and things in. Yeah. No, TD Dollars, more not the normal. More not the normal. Wants a big respect to all of the listeners over on the Ragashanti page on Facebook. Big up on yourself. Big up all who the right yes, Ragashanti TV and YouTube. Large episode 20 packs to see you. One big up all of the. Oh, echo. Alright, let me check that. Okay, I think I know where that is. Sorry. Alright, echo gone now. Daddy Bird, big up yourself in a Tamika, see large up. Mr. Bird, big up yourself up to Montreal, Quebec, Canada, large up. The echo supposed to gone now. Confirm the echo gone. Oh, you're not gone. Alright, hold on it. Yeah, it's supposed to go now, though. It's supposed to go now, Lloyd. You not gone now. The echo supposed to go now. Because I know I walk cause it and I just lock it off. A new camera, you know. But the new camera have feet microphone, so long story. But it's supposed to go now. Lock off the new camera microphone and I use this microphone only. Why you say Phil Brad better must come down? And once a good afternoon to the people in the Friday afternoon, yeah. I free up in there with me, Mr. Washbell, Ragashanti, large up on myself. You see, Shiva, I see you. Big up all of the Ragashanti TV members, them are soon in on the green, on the colors and thing, you see. I could wait for some people juggling because of them not got used to this Wednesday thing, yeah, you see it. But we'll be having shows on Wednesdays. Remember, I said, when I'm not sure this Friday, I'll come up, you see me? Yes, Bernadine, today is Wednesday. I want to say a while ago. I say something, make it roll out now, I say, it's Wednesday. I want me to. If me I talk about Justin, I worry yourself. For the bolt money thing me I talk about, and the bolt tell what I only part of people, you see it? Oh, I said it Friday, my bad. Take time with the whole man. Take time with the whole man. Take time with the whole man. Again, I just want you to know that there will be no show this Friday coming up, right? But show next week Friday and show next week Wednesday. Hi, Christina, darling. How are you? Also, today, guess what will happen? When we're done here, so right away as we're done here, so we'll go over twitch.tv/Ragashanti. And we're going to have a Souls music party, a brief one, like 2 hours scene. So the thing I'm going to set up today, scene. So when we left here, so, right here, so, on YouTube and Facebook, we can't play music live because they're going to shut it down and threaten to shut down the account. We're going over to twitch.tv/Ragashanti. And we're going to play some music and thing. Because the people who tuned in yesterday, yo, he think did nice over Twitch yesterday. All who did listen to music over Twitch yesterday and enjoy it. I want to the post and tell me what to think about it. I say all who did over twitch.tv/Ragashanti yesterday and enjoy the music. Last night, the little Souls party music where we did have. I want to the post and tell me what to think about it. Oh, Sheba, darling, you're invited. Sheba, you have your special invitation, right? Can we know your situation, don't it, Sheba? Yo. Yeah, man, IrieJam tonight. My dad see him tonight. You see it? IrieJam tonight. My dad see him with the Reggae work, you know. Yeah, I got to admit, Facebook is a mess lately. They're just crazy. Facebook is just making all these changes and confuse people and all kind of something. Philip Williams, big up yourself. Sonia and Elsa, large up yourself. Del Marine, big up yourself. Lady TF, big up yourself. Check. Hey, well, that's how we wait for some people coming in at the thing, you see it? Yeah, Lord, you were there last night. Like, say, enough 2-point bubblings go on. Your waistline can't stiffen at them something there. So again, today, when we finish right here, so, which is about a couple of hours for today, just a couple of hours. The other Wednesday, then we're going to start earlier. We're going over to twitch.tv/Ragashanti. Make sure I say, you know, line up and thing over there, so. I'm going to play some music, another Souls party, some bad Souls tune. Later on, we mix it up, lovers rock, all these things and whatever, you see. Big up yourself, 20 facts, big up your foot. By the way, 20 facts, when you do your thing, which foot you use, the right foot or the left foot? I'm just asking. When you do your freaky thing them with your foot, 20 facts, when you use the right foot or the left foot? I look for you in a facts and I think you're a lefty I think you're a right-handed person, but I think when you do your thing, I can see you being a lefty when you use a foot there, you know? Yeah. You're a right-handed I think you're right-handed. But for some reason, I feel when you do them freaky things with your foot, where we know you do with your foot, I just see you, like me see I use your right hand and do certain thing, and then your left foot hand. But that's just my imagination. Where's the fox? What you say about foot you use now? I eat it broken and squeeze pool now. Oh, well, I'm going to put on the Twitch link so they can just, register right away. Because after this, music I play over twitch.tv /Ragashanti. No. Hold on. My bad. Let me fix that. There's a comma there where it should be a period. Or as we say in Jamaica, full stop. Okay, there we go. Now, what's going on here? Yeah. Okay, there we go. Courtney, me fix it. Big respect, thanks. Hi, Dulcie. I see you over there on the Ragashanti page. I'm Cheryl Bless. Big up. Alright, so make sure you want to click the link and line up with yourself over twitch.tv /Ragashanti. Right over there, right after this done, we are go over there. And we are going to have a local souls party, play some mad soul music. Yesterday was off the chain. Where's the Anthropologist that the short lady did tell you to do? And the left foot she use. Big up the short lady, Anthropologist. You know easy, you know, me know who the short lady is. Alright, real quick, no, location roll call. Let's go, location roll call. Location roll call, make we going right now. Who is our day here? Which part to not link from? Location roll call, which part to not link from? Make we hear what I want. Make sure sound like the live, too. Wait there. Downtown Toronto, Sonny, I'm see you. came over there in Seattle. Scorpius, Orlando, Florida. Del Marine. Calibi. Sheba, T.O. That will be Toronto. Doug over there in Brooklyn. Miramar, Florida. Christina. Lady TF. New Jersey, I think they know. Kingston, there, Alabama. I see Silver Spring, Maryland. Louisiana. That would be Louisiana. Mississauga, Canada. Tamika, Seo, in Amabara. We are Borough neighbors. Queens, New York. Do it, Birmingham, UK, Messiah. Anti Purple bought him the Javits Center in a man named Lyman. Juanita, my baby, I see you, boo. CT. Colin Click, Jamaica. Courtney. Of course, I'm a place that Hartford. Macadam, Hartford too. Go figure, two Hartford linky right after each other. What are the chances? Natural Reese, Lauderhill, Florida. I'm a place that too, you know. Palm Beach, Florida, I'm see you. Okay, Ragashanti page over Facebook. Avrambo, Tanzania, Shilaiman. Larian, Florida. Asipuros, Manchester. Cheryl, Queens. Norma, Long Island. Mikahula. Dover, New Jersey. Via Burlington County. I see you. I secure so. Keep a lot up. I see Stacy Fatness. What could have had some Boston? Dulcie in New York. Which part of New York, Dulcie? Talk up. No itching. Natalie says she's somewhere near Yankee Stadium. She don't want nobody know. Rick, Frederick, Maryland. Sunrise, Florida. Messia, Andrea. Edda Beckford, big up your good self, your tan good self, your steer right self, you know, Edda, I want to them. Kellyanne, I wish was in New Jersey, the talk up. Dorothy, Stewart Mountain, Georgia. Hey, Haley, baby darling, how you do? Haley, sweetie, darling, how you do, Haley? Miss Wallace, Jamaica. Phil Brad, what? Wait, Phil Brad, what at your post? Your mama's house, out there, you're bright with me. No, I don't think I'm bright with me. I don't think him a pass in place and a this, man. No, him not. I think he's saying somewhere in St. Mary, where my mom is from, probably Mile Gully, or Jessica, or Shea, or Athlone, or, you know, Sambo River, or one of them places that I don't know, whatever. City of Wilson, large up. Jay Lovely, come, you're not late. That started around 3:30, 3:40. Face it, big up yourself. What you say there, the people in airport. Ever work hard, you know, that youth there, you know. Ever work hard. Let me tell the people, I know what I'm talking about. That youth, they non-stop working, they pan, you know. The man, they wake up all 4 or 5 o'clock a morning time and they are working at the cowl, you know. Face it, big up yourself, you know. Ratings lock and seal them for know. Them man, they come home from work, them man, they go work and reach work 6 o'clock in the morning, you know. And work and come home in the afternoon and gang and work somewhere else, you know. And work go straight down that. Face it, big up yourself, you know. People see you don't know anything you have, you deserve. You work hard, feed me general, big up yourself. right, so the new overlay there, you see it? And the number, if you call from the United States or Canada, 646-880-9161. It's right there in the overlay. And we also have the WhatsApp number, 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. It's right there.
Yeah.
And the other link, them want always want who contribute. You see the Zelle link right there. It's all about the same number, the WhatsApp number. Cash up, $ Ragashanti, you see the PayPal and thing. Big up to Jimmy Q for the new overlay, large up. All right, here we go on. Here oh, some other people. What's the Albany, New York, 9 Mile, No Man's Land, Jason Jones, New Jersey, North Miami Beach, Cockpit Country. Andrew Purple, a big up face it. Yeah, duffel bag man though. When the man they have work, the man they bring them duffel bag, you know, full of toys and all these things. Make woman ball out under the treatment. The man they have work, oh, man, not a joke thing. Yo, all who love Sato, I want to post right now. I said, that's me. If you know say you love some good Sato and thing and whatever, post and say, that's me. I can know what I want. People, there was a time when UC and they get one big project for do, you know? UC and Bolt, right? And that time they get one big project for do. Remember, and before that, you know, you was in a big celebrity, world renowned, you know, it goes so different people hire him for do different things, and man, them go which part them say. But I remember one time, you know, one big project and thing, and I don't know the details of it or whatever, but remember, UC and they tell him, say, yo, the only way I do it is unless you don't do it at Jamaica. So it was a big project where it involved employing people, you know, from different industries and all them something there and thing and whatever. And you see telling people and say, well, something like this you have to do it at Jamaica. And the people them like, oh, we don't want to do it at Jamaica. And you see and say, no, at Jamaica I want to do. And when them ask him why, him say, oh, no good you know. But my people them need work. But Jamaican people, them need work. Them need to make money. Them need work. So, whatever the project was, this thing was, come do it. It was see, somebody say it was a documentary. Okay, good. So, him said, come do it at Jamaica. And I remember I met John, I said, wow, look at that, you know. Because enough people refer to Jamaica as a developing country. And that is a kind of euphemism for say, you know, economically it's a poor country. But Jamaica not poor. Jamaica not poor. Jamaica not poor. And after I got my doctorate and went back to Jamaica, I was invited into, a lot of circles that I was never invited to before. Understandably, nothing personal. It's like, you're functioning in a different capacity as far as these people are concerned. So we want you to come get involved in this, involved in that, or whatever. So by virtue of being around those people, moneyed people in Jamaica and having some sort of exposure to the social and economic elites of Jamaica, I became privy to how them do them thing. And that was my first time understanding that most rich uptown Jamaicans don't invest in Jamaica. They make the money in a Jamaica, but they invest on Wall Street. They invest in all these other places, and them hide them money in a Swiss bank too, and them something there, right? even in Cayman Bank, right? Because for those of you who don't understand, you have Cayman has over the years evolved into one of the rich, one of the havens for rich people in terms of putting your money someplace where federal authorities and U.S. taxation and Western European taxation policies out of the reach of those entities, and that is again referred to as offshore banking. And what they really mean, it's outside the shores of the United States. But even in Europe, it's the same thing, And so you have these countries who have evolved sophisticated banking secrecy laws that allow, really rich people to hide their monies all over. And not only hide their money, but they even have certain investment opportunities for them to secure, respectable returns on their investments, So there I was exposed to all these Jamaicans that this was like a standard thing with them. They'll make their money in Jamaica, but they invest their money outside of Jamaica. And I'm telling you this because I witness it directly talking to these people, And their general thing was, no, it's my hard-earned money, and I have a right to secure the best returns on my money. I don't see anything wrong with that, I didn't see anything wrong with that. It's just me as a ghetto youth that come up. That was a world I was not in, right? You understand? When I grew up, I think whatever. You get the money, you go buy, 1 pound of chicken back with it. Yeah, because you never have no fridge to put it in. You cook it the same day that I grew up with. Caesar rice, dumpling, butter, the whole work. I just wasn't in that world. So it was just like, okay, so this is what is going on. Later on now, I became a little bit more educated on the importance of financial structures and and nationality development. And the whole idea is, to put it simple, it's there's benefit to pumping back wealth into your country, or pumping back wealth into the source that you got it from. And to give you a simple analogy, is if you're running a business and say you run a shop, you sell grocery, or you sell clothes, whatever the case may be. All I want to know the benefit when them say, yo, put some money back in our business, man, because else, the business are going to capsize if you keep on just make money and I put the money elsewhere, and not invest back in the business. If the business all go through a look a rough time, it don't have the resources enough for save itself and them something, right? Well, it's the same principle for nations, right? When money make in our country, the idea is to put the money back into the country so that the country can grow. So you find that countries that are predatory, racism, colonialism, imperialism, their whole thing was go to these countries, rape them, pillage them, make crazy money off of them, and bring the money back to their mother countries, right? Britain did that, France did that, Spain did that, all these imperial countries, they did that. That happened all over the world. So economists, they have always, said that, if you want a billionation, you have to put back capital in it. One day I was at Spartan Gym years ago For those of you know, Sparta and Jim on Lady Musgrave Road. And Usain was working out there along with Johan. Both of them did a workout there and thing. And I made it a workout and Usain said, Raga, walk, man. I said, walk one. And Usain is also always joking, man. The man just never stop joking. Just have this light spirit and this good naturedness. But I mean, at the times when I interacted with him, you know. And I'm gonna say something, but don't misinterpret it as a diss or an insult. But at the time I was talking to him, certain subject did raise, and he was just very frank in saying, "My Rag, I don't really know about him, so I don't really care about him." So I said, "No, whatever." But even when he was saying, "I don't really know about them something, I don't really care about them something," there, right after that, I remember him saying, "But yo, me I go do what me can do, you know, to give back to my country." And give back to my parish. He did mention Trelawney, where he's from. But him same country and him parish and thing and, you know. So, you know, he had a posture, a stance where some complicated economic stuff where, you know, he was just like, I don't know about them something, I don't care about them something. Me just want to give back to my parish. So I give back to Trelawney and give back to Jamaica and, you know, made some argument to the effect that whatever growth he might get, if him can do it, you know, through Jamaica, he might do it through Jamaica. So when this thing a bust now, hold on, let me make sure. Oh God, there we go again. Hold on 1 second. So when this thing a bust now, I wasn't surprised to hear that you saying that invested his money in name Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL, something like that, you know. I wasn't surprised, you know. Mark you, if anybody here, you familiar with investment practices here, they always, the first thing them tell you, like if you have a good money, the catchphrase is diversify your portfolio. Diversify your financial portfolio. And that is like a bossy term, meaning don't put the whole of your money in one thing. Right? You have some stocks that are more aggressive. They make money quick, but them can lose money quick. The other side of the spectrum, you have you have whole heap of different stocks. Go right to the other extreme, with this, you have some stocks that, you know, they don't make enough money every month, or them don't give you huge return, but they're secure. It's a guarantee. It's just less likely that you're going to lose half of them. So the idea is that there's a spectrum, from one end of the spectrum to the other. They always say diversify your portfolio. Don't put all of your eggs in one basket. Don't, you know, do that something. Now, I'm not going to act like I know how much money Usain have or what is his net worth or whatever. I don't. So I don't know if Usain have other money elsewhere. I don't know about that. Frankly, that is not my business. But were we to follow the reports thus far and to go by them, go by what the reports have been alleging, apparently Usain did have $10 million US dollar where him say, all right, this I'm a retirement money. Again, I just I go by the report. I don't know whatever. And him said, this for me, I'm a family, for secure for me, I'm a family, right? This I'm a retirement money for me, I'm a family. I'm a want it, I generate some money, so I'm gonna invest this so that, you know, this can dead it for me and my family. So then I don't know you see now. Our three pick name have now. You can get twin and thing. So apparently he had the option now to go and invest that $10 million anywhere else in the world. What I'm hearing, he was advised to invest it, to do where the rich people and me know at Jamaica do. Which is to go invest it on Wall Street, which, you know, have tons and tons of investment houses and so forth to do them thing and all sorts of option to invest his money in entities who have been tried and true, some of them for hundreds of years and whatever, and you know, he had the option to go and invest that $10 million in it. And supposedly UCN said no. He wants to invest it in a Jamaican company because in doing that, he would be supporting Jamaica. So him want invest in money, him want build wealth for him family and thing. And he went against the advice. Well, you know, I wouldn't say advice, that the option was presented to him to do like what the rich people of Jamaica do. Take your money elsewhere. Well, a lot of rich people. Mind you know, you have Jamaicans who invest in Jamaica, right? So you have different ways and whatever. But I'm just saying, like, the uber wealthy and all these things. You know, he had the option to go and invest in those places, and he didn't. Because some form of patriotic motivation, you know, based on his patriotic motivation and his love of country and his desire to give back, he decided to invest his money in his country. So he put his faith in the Jamaican financial market. That, of course, is populated primarily by Jamaican nationals. Supposedly, reports are there's some mixed report about it, you know, because some people have said the money take out from a long time. But I saw one report where say, because some people were like, so you see never check on thing and whatever, because this company, there was one person who, a male, who was allegedly apprehended from this company sometime last summer, and them say it looked like what them did hold him for, it must have something to do with UC and money. But so they must say, yo, when people hear them, must say, yo, then so UC never check him money and I look for him money. Man. Another report came out that up till October of last year, allegedly, UCN had checking money and it was at 12 million something. Remember, you know, so he put in 10 million from years ago. And apparently, when him check him account, it did show us that the money grew and him like supposedly 2 million more. So there's that report saying him did that checking. Whenever this was done, or whoever do it, or whatever, that is, you know, I'm sure the authorities are in the process of determining that now. And, but unfortunately, the present showing is that Of the pretty much $10 million what you see in US, of course, you know, 10 million US what you see and put in, it's only 2,000 US dead now. So remember, you know, for how long you put it in, it must have make profit. But even if we don't worry about the profit, even if we don't acknowledge whatever the profit is for the $10 million and just go buy the 10 million, basically the man put in $10 million in the account, 10 million US dollar, and it's only $2,000 there now. So somehow 9,998,000 US dollars was siphoned off. Siphoned is too mild a term. It was stolen. Them thieving money. And it's not you saying alone. I think there's 30 other people involved. Everybody are focused on this woman, Miss Panton, who come out and she wrote this long thing and explained in great detail, you know, the people and money who she take away. So that is going around. She has positioned herself and say her father did have cancer and all kind of something. So apparently she's really detailed with time and money and whatever with what she took out, when she took out, and from which client. And it's something that go around. It's no secret. So I got it. The thing where she write up, and it's all over. So it's public knowledge what she has put out, and either this is her way of confessing and saying, well, this is what me do, or it's a strategy on her part to get ahead of the narrative and to to strategically position herself for a favorable outcome for the inevitable lawsuit, that the inevitable criminal charges that will be levied on her, right? So whatever the reason for it, she has produced this thing in great detail. I don't know if she did it of her own volition or she did it with the advice of counsel, lawyers, I don't know. But, she put this thing out there and it's out. It's out. Everybody's forwarding it all over and things like that. But her name is Panton. But Jean Panton, something of the sort. But what is curious is for people is that people are saying... People are saying that what she detailed, it doesn't say nothing about you seeing money. Well, let me look for it. Let me see if I have something here. So. Right? And I say, yo, that doesn't say nothing about you seeing money. So the question is, where you seeing money there? You see now has given them 10 days to produce him money, right? That's the place right there. SSL Investment Center, that's the place right there. So basically, okay, where is this thing? So basically, numerous questions remain unanswered, and that's the woman there who was produced. She's the one who produced the whole thing and said, this is who she, these are the people. She gave the names of everybody who, she rob up and thing and who for money she take and all these things and whatever. That's her right there. Miss Panton, wealth advisor, allegations are, whatever, so forth. So that's her right there. I'm not going to put up everything. No, we're going to put up everything, but let me see. Ooh. These are some of the people who should rob, who for money should take away and whatever. And as I said, this document is out there. It's a PDF document, and it's out there. But so one can check out there, right? A bunch of things out there. What is interesting though is that before we get to the using thing alone, people, what I want you to understand is that financial institutions, the most important thing for their success is confidence and trust, right? It's not the money. The money come after. The money come after confidence and trust. The way how banks make money and the way how these places make money is they take your money and they give it, they send out loans they give loans to other people and they make money off of your money. So them take your money, with us and offer you a certain interest rate. And the idea is that banks are essentially a middleman or a middle woman or a middle person or a middle entity, right? So the way a bank make money, them take your money and them loan it out. So when them take your money, them say, oh, we can get 2% on this, 5% on this if you're this and that. Or you can get 8% on your money, so this and that. And then you say, all right, take my $1 million and give me the 8% in 1 year and this. So when them take your $1 million, them go loan it to somebody else for car or real estate investment, construction or whatever, and they apply their expertise in dispensing loans and they all that them do for ensure that them are gonna get returns or whatever. But when they do it now, them will say, take your thing and I'm gonna give you 5% interest also, right? But when them give it to other people, them I get 12% and them I get 15% and them I get 20% and thing, right? So I saw them make for them money. That's why the saying goes, the worst thing you can do with your money is save it. So we grew old school. And them tell us, save your money, man. Save your money. And how much you make, how much you save. But the real money makers, them will tell us, saving your money is the worst thing you can do. Them say you need to invest your money. Because technically, saving your money is like, it's basically like putting it someplace else where it out of your reach so that you're not going to spend it. Probably something like that, no? But the idea is that your money is not growing. Banks tell you to save your money with them, but the worst thing a bank can do is to save your money. It's to hold on for your money. So banks, they sell that to you. So, give me your money and we'll secure it this way and that way and whatever. But the idea is that the money must have moved. The money must have made money. Bank don't want to sit down on the money. Bank want to send out the money and things like that. And when a bank do well, it employ people and it pay them people there. And the more money come in, the more people them employ. And the idea is, that drives the economy. That helps, give people jobs and, you get clerical work and you get job as a financial advisor. And we need more people for work. Come in, because people are investing their money in our banks in Jamaica, so we need to employ more people. When them people are employed, they make money and them feed for them family, them buy a car, And when them buy a car, them a pay a loan to, so another institution a make money. And that's the idea. That's the idea. That's when I say something is capitalized, capital is money for a project, money to do so and so, whatever. So, when the money are turned over and the money stay in the country or in the business or whatever, it makes the entity grow. So that is what Usain was doing. And unfortunately, right now, this native son, this little country youth from rural Trelawney, who work really, really hard over the years, who has done so much for this for Jamaica, who has done so much for brand Jamaica in his career that it is way more than tens of thousands of rich Jamaicans, way more than they have ever done for the country. Usain has put Jamaica on the map. Jamaica was already on the map, yeah? But Usain, single-handedly has elevated this country to, at times, it would be an exaggeration to say stratospheric proportions in terms of people who know about Jamaica and want to come Jamaica and big up Jamaica and all these things. I don't need to sell that to you. You know how is, what his contribution has been like for our nation, Jamaica, Not only Jamaica, the Caribbean and so forth. And frankly, in a Pan-African way, in terms of black people and all this stuff and whatever. And, you have all these entities out there who allege that they're superior in so many areas and whatever. And you see and shut them down in so many ways and things like that, And this is what he has gotten in return for that. It's not only about you seeing people. Again, the point I was getting at in terms of what financial institutions do, their thing is based on confidence. The idea is that people with money must have confidence in the bank, in the investment entity, because with no confidence, nobody not going to put their money over there. So them want to know if them put their money over there, so it's secure. The result of that has been that when a whole heap of something happen, when a whole heap of generalship and thing go on in the bank, them and the financial institution, them don't make nobody know because them don't want nobody know because if it come out, them and say, yo, people not gonna put their money over there, sir. Yo, a TamFam was telling me about somebody who made a post on YouTube, some Jamaican who, I guess him used to be a footballer or something, married some woman or something, whatever. But anyway, him go back to Jamaica and, with him wife. And him invest him going at the bank. Go invest him, go do some transaction. Him going at the bank, go do some transaction. And apparently him have a food, him have a proper food, So several days after him do the transaction, the teller who him work with when him go do the transaction, the teller call him and say, yo, like the teller would say, yeah, I'm me a John Brown, yeah, when you come in at the bank, what dear? I'm me a deal with, Me was the teller who you talk to and thing and yes, some of us, but I feel now we still, but me a link about that thing and, me see the money where you have in the account and in your account at the bank, so I wonder if you could have lent me a money out of your money. People, I kid you not. Yo, this happened. This happened. This is in Jamaica, you know. So the man got there and got him do him transaction at the bank and whatever. And the teller who him do the transaction with somehow get him information and him private information and whatever. Call him several days after and say, yo, yeah, you can't lend me a money out of the money that when I see you having at the bank and them. Hey man say, when was it Errol Stephen, right? So Jason Jones posted there. Errol Stephen, thank you. I that him name. Yeah, because the person tell me same name Errol for true. Him same one. So check it out. Errol Stephen. So this is another lie me at well, as somebody tell me, right? People just imagine, right? Oh, Jason Jones says it's called Life with the Stevens. All right. So Jason Jones is in the YouTube chat and he says it's called Life with the Stevens. So check it out. Bernardine Bowen is saying the same thing to Errol Stevens. Errol Stevens. So check it out. Yes, so what am I saying? People, just imagine that. Just imagine that. You again, you know, remember, you know, when you go to a bank, you know, nobody know your business. You know, nobody know about your money and all them something. That the idea when you're there at the bank, you're supposed to like, you know, the training of the bank, the structure of the bank, whatever protocols they have in place for employees to follow to protect their customers and such. It must be that they understand, you know, the importance of confidentiality. Right? Confidentiality, again, of course, that word is associated with another part of the speech, which is confidence. People have to have confidence in the bank. And confidence necessarily means my money is secure with you. Imagine you go to a bank and somebody got pre your money and see your money and call you 3 days after. And I say, yo, I see your money in and me a deal with at the bank, you know, so I want you lend me a thing on tight, you know. People, I'm sorry, not only is it absurd, I think there's something about it that is creepy. I think there's something about it that is scary. Why? Think about it. Obviously, there is a culture there where the people working in the institution, they're watching people's money. And they have the means, however they do it, to find out extra information about you and contact you and whatever and things like that. No, think about it, people. What I'm saying is, not only is it ridiculous, but there's an element there that is scary. It's scary for you. It's scary for your family. Because if this person will watch you and can come call you and I tell you about lend me a money out of your money when I see no. That was that individual's way of trying to access your money after I watch you and I take note. But there are other people who go and use other ways to access your money, which is probably trail you and watch you and know where you live and all them something they know where you make a withdrawal and send people to come take out your money and all them something there and kidnap you and tell you go withdraw this and that. You understand? So what the person tell me now is that and these people you watch it again, Jason Jones, Saint Name, A Life with the Stevens, something like what him say is him have a run go take out him money. Now, me are one of them people who I am careful when people say, boy, Jamaica gone to the dogs, pure killing a go in America too. Killing a go in France, killing a go in all over. So be careful how you make Jamaica. On a brand Jamaica. But Jamaica per capita has consistently been up in the top 5-10% in the world, for violence, right? But I'm still very cautious of it. But people, big and serious. For most of you who kind of understand, international markets, and as bad as things is, somebody, I look up here, say, I call you one away and say, yo, lend me some money out of your money. I don't know everything that's happening in this country, America, or in Cayman, or in Switzerland. I don't know everything that's happening there, but I am hard pressed to find out to say like stuff like that happens in them places and them things. So it just brings to the fore then, like, make you say like, yo, what going on Jamaica? Who does that? Why did this employee feel comfortable doing that? That being said, remember, these people keep all these things secret, But lately, when I say the other things that are going on, there's several other institutions in Jamaica where them type of, robbery are going on and them bust out. Sagicor Bank, what do you want to see that? With the woman who used to work at CVM, with me when I used to be at Hot 102 and CVM. Apparently, allegedly, she's a vice president, and allegedly she was instrumental in getting her sister a job, and the sister ended up being manager for one of the bank's branches up in Ligani. And apparently them they take away all the money. So she, whatever. Then there's a different one now with NCB. With them take away people money too. And I'm going to get to something with that, something very controversial and it touchy, but I'm going there. But before we go there, so in an environment where secrecy is paramount, where when these malfeasance take place, we don't hear about them. So we're not hear about more side, but we manage to hear about few lately. It doesn't, for Jamaica, tell people say, invest in your country, come back and do so and so, or even if you're abroad, invest in the Jamaican stock market, invest in this and that and whatever, which is what Usain was doing, which is what all these other 30-odd people were doing. And the mechanisms that are supposedly in place to protect investors and customers failed miserably and continue to fail. The Financial Services Commission and all these, the Bank of Jamaica and all these other entities and whatever, there is some sort of negligence or some sort of lackluster implementation of security measures and corruption. We have a face it. It's just, and these are the people who get up every day. This is my problem with them. These are the people who, when a young man graduate, and him had the speaker for him graduating class in him school, and him say, big up on a blood clot self. Yo, the country nearly crashed to it. Everybody mad about it. Everybody talk about it. Ray. And this is what we're talking about. This is what is bringing down the country. And they make it such a big deal. And when people like me talk about it, them say, yeah, support free green and yeah, support. And that is not my point. I'm not supporting, a young man going up there and say, big up on a blood clot self. I'm just saying, on them out loud now, Yo, the people them who love, the powerful people them and whatever, you hear them, you hearing a big immediate outcry. What do you? When the young lady from Zip FM. Go about give the boy award of a piece of board. Because as a taxi driver, him did a bad up people and I take them out of the vehicle and thing and whatever and all them something there. Wanna see what happened after that? Everybody mouth loud. All of the bossy people them mouth loud. Right? And them give it to the girl and give it to Zip FM and thing. But me telling you, me telling you, I know nothing new. This a go on a Jam. Wanna just forget all the while and don't connect the thing them and just look on the trend and the pattern and all them something there. You see it? You want to know what I bring down Jamaica? At this you bring down Jamaica with them at them something I bring down Jamaica. Look how much scandal upon scandal upon scandal over years and years and years involved. How much money missing, you know, with both parties, with private entities, with people from the private sector and whatever. Nobody know who must go prison for them something. A woman rob up my father, how much money, rob my father go give her, my uptown woman, for investment and whatever, this and that. My father not get back his money. You see and say him want 10 days to get back his money. I am sorry, but you know, from the looks of things, unless that money had, for example, acquired assets that can be identified right now. For example, you say, now get back the money. Usually with these things and whatever, the money used up for this and that and that and this and that and that and this. And when them bring somebody in and, you know, the whole thing put company in a receivership and, you know, for those of you familiar with what occurred here with Enron and them, some are too young for know about them, some. But what happened is somebody will come in and then track down the money, follow the money and thing and see what them can recoup. And then after the money they come in now, them say how many people were transgressed, you know, how many people did get robbed and them thing. And then them come up with some sort of proportional calculation like how much we can give each person based on what we manage for recoup. So you know, if somebody did invest $10 million in a something, a next person did invest $20 million in a something, and the next person did invest $60 million, which is $90 million, right? I'm just give you an example. If they manage to get back, say, 10 million or 20 million, what them do now, the person who did have 10 million, they make sure who invest, the person invest 20 million, they make sure so out of the money where them get back, that person get 2 times over the person who they get 10 million. The person who did make 60 million, they make sure so that person get out, just out of the money where them get back in them. So them get back everything. So 90, me just have make up something. So 90 million they invest and so then get back 20 million or 15 million or whatever. They make sure so the person who did invest 60 million get 6 times what the person did invest 10 million get and 3 times what the person who get 20 million. It's so them do them, it kind of so them do them something there. But most of the time, you don't get back your money, so then you don't get back nothing. I don't know the details of that thing. I don't know how this thing are going to flesh out, but right, I know you see and kind of look dark, unfortunately. Jamaican term meaning, you know. It's not a good look. It don't look good right now for the man $10 million. And what is sad now, he's unquestionably in a position where he must say, when right now, I can say, but look, I could have go invest my money somewhere else outside of my country, but I say, I look out for my country and I go do this and look where reach me now. Yeah, he's in that position where he's saying that. One of the things that is interesting with people is that I think about 4 or 5 things right now with people who are rob financial institutions in Jamaica, people who out there now with charges against them and them something there and things like that. And They're all women. They're all no. Apparently, the thing not done yet, So the investigation them not done yet, but for several of them, the person who them charge and the persons who them charge and all, they're all women. So there is some interesting narratives out there, but people be careful with that because I remember, I'm not an expert on this. I'm not whatever, but to the best of my knowledge, thus far in the history of Jamaica, when them things come, it's mostly man. It's mostly man. So the fact now, so we have an institution where we have a situation where we have several of these now from several different institutions and of the same nature, like white collar robbery of investors and so forth and things like that. And just that they happen to be all women. I don't think it's a woman thing. So we have to be careful that you don't. Yes, I see that big thing up here today. Bank of America customers woke up and across the board, people money in them account, people money missing out of them account here in Bank of America. Bank of America is probably second to one other bank here, and I think it's Chase, but Bank of America and Chase, tap. God, so that's what I'm saying. You have to be careful, but still, and we'll see what happened to Usain, but let's be reminded, there are lots of other Jamaicans, it's just not about Usain, it's just lots of other Jamaicans there who also got knocked on. Who could tell if their thing too was, me investing in my country too and whatever, and this is what they're getting. But again, I think this is part and parcel of a larger structure that we should keep in mind, that we're living in what is called a digital age, right? So it's computer run everything. Gone are the days of Jesse James when you're going at the bank with your money and say, fill up the bag and whatever. Bank robberies are now sophisticated. It's all about scamming and hacking and all these things and whatever. So Jamaica and Jamaicans who are always on the cutting edge in everything, good and bad. Hey, let me tell you something. I'm telling that story already, Years ago, after I graduated from undergrad, I went to the Dominican Republic to do a summer program there, me and my then girlfriend. But I had to renew my visa, my student visa, because I was going to grad school after that. So I graduated, gone down there, and just the way all the documents come in, I had to renew my student visa in the Dominican Republic. Long time. But there were other people renewing their student visas too. So when I go in there and the whole way I get a student visa, these people are from different countries, So we're all from different countries. When we look, everybody else student visa was the same. All of them student visa was the same. My visa was the only one that was different. So me the thing said, no, but the whole I go for the same thing. F1 student visa, why am I one different? I said, well, I said, yo, I don't want a problem, so I'm going to ask and thing. Cut long story short, the whole process and thing, when eventually I talked to somebody, he said, no, don't worry about it. It's okay. I said, sir, but it's different. And it's okay. It's okay. At the time, the man said to me, him don't know why, but he saw it come on. But it's like him, I said, but I look at Birdie, he tell me, say, they have implemented some new security measures in how the visa them looking at your passport. And him said, to the best of his knowledge, the secrecy of it and to test the effectiveness of it, to the best of his knowledge, he thinks it's only the Jamaicans and Nigerians have this right now, like a little pilot project, to see if it's going to work. That's a Jamaican and Nigerian. I'm like, but why? The man said to me, this white American man in the Dominican Republic, he said, listen, I don't know what is it. I don't know how them do them thing, but I've been doing this for a while. And him, like him, I said, no disrespect to your country. I don't want you to take this the wrong way. But in my humble opinion, if we can come up, if we can come up with any security measures that can beat Jamaicans and the Nigerians, we can beat the world. People, let that sink in for a second. That based on what Jamaicans have been doing and the Nigerians, them the rampede, them bad like yes. But based on what Jamaicans have been doing and what Nigerians have been doing, based on how good Jamaicans are in beating a system and figure it so somewhere for broke a system, based on how Jamaicans smart and clever when it comes to I beat even the wickedest, I beat even the wickedest thing. Somehow the great United States of America, at some point, I don't know if it's true, I'm just telling what the man tell me, at some point said, okay, we need to come up with some better security measures and good. After all our due diligence and the implementation of this thing, I know, I could test it first. I could test it first and see if it works. We need to test it first to see if it works. All right. The best way to see if it works, is with the Jamaicans and the Nigerians. If it work with them, it will work with anybody because them are the best man this thing. People, we are a remarkable set of people in this little country right there in the Caribbean, with about 3 million people out of oh, hold on. Did I just mess with that thing again? This thing responds to gesture, Okay. Out of the whole world, the population is at what now? 7-8 billion? Somewhere thereabouts and whatever, this and that. And we are just so good like that. Just imagine if that brilliance that we have, that some scholars have said, no, it's there from our African ancestors, remember, when Britain did that go on with hell across the world and whatever, Jamaica was the first set of Africans who beat the British Empire upon a colonial ground where the British Empire for come negotiate with them, And then, of course, Haiti, did their thing too and whatever, but the Caribbean, man, and whatever, but Jamaicans is just like exceptional in that regard. Just imagine if we applied that brilliance in other areas. Again, I've always argued that we would be unstoppable across the global space, if they give Jamaicans, the opportunity to apply that brilliance and that ingenuity and that creativity and that dispensation for, extraordinary innovations and so forth. And that they couldn't stop with, We only have to see some of the things where Jamaicans invent and things. Even there's some African countries, you see some little man and woman somewhere, them invent some things and you're like, wow. But that is what I was told. So Jamaicans are, just remarkable in that way. So what we're witnessing now is that same, enterprising creativity in the realm of scamming and hacking and whatever. Because this woman has to put out this thing about, her father cancer and whatever, this and that. But in the age of social media, them go dig up where she live. Very, very nice, expensive, multi-million-dollar place she live, All kind of rumors out there now about, who else involved, and they must say this and that about the man who she there with, and all kind of things out there associated with some political leaders that I'm I'm not getting involved in, apparently, but apparently some political leaders secured loans from that place. But that is not important for the point that I'm making. And then, because then if you go over this, you get into that irrational silliness that a lot of Jamaicans get into when it comes to PNP and JLP, and just one side yet the other side, and reasoning goes out the door. One of them things then. So it's just unfortunate. What you seeing is my phone has been going crazy. Usually people are sending me things, so I can't read. I can't read all of them. Let me see what I want to say. For anyone interested, here is the Bold saga in a nutshell. This is actually bigger than we're seeing here. Her figures reflect what she took, but doesn't show Bolt's or the Prime Minister's account, which it is alleged was raided by, the chairman's son, and I saw that name. Well, I can say it because it's on social media. The chairman's son, which is one Crosscray, is like these are things that are calling a lot of people names and well-known, powerful people in Jamaica. So I don't want to get involved into that. I don't want to get involved into those. There's a lot of politics here. People. I'm not here to get involved in the politics part, right? For those of you who sent me voice notes, I can't listen to them now, so. Okay. All right. So I can't check those now. I just don't want to get involved into with Jamaicans and other people all over the world. When it comes to politics and religion, you cannot have a rational discussion. You can't have a sensible, empirical, rational discussion. It's impossible. I don't do it. At times I provoke and I entertainingly say some edgy things just to provoke people and things like that. And but it's not that I want to, it's not that I want to engage in a discussion like that to have a productive outcome, because I honestly believe that is not possible. When it comes to religion and politics, for most Jamaicans, you can't have a sensible discussion. So when them go there with me, I just say, okay, or whatever. If I feel like it, I'd be like, yeah, but what about so-and-so? So I'll play those little games at times, but it's not that I'm playing the games with them towards the objective of reaching a productive outcome, because I just think that is just not possible. So I just leave people alone with that or whatever. So just so you know, a lot of allegations involving politics and political parties and so forth they're swirling around, and people are, some of it supposedly is true, but it doesn't mean that them necessarily know about so and so. Some of it represents an opportunity for political enemies to exploit this and that, and what. I don't want to get involved in that. All I know is you seeing and a whole heap of people got knocked, and a lot of these people, they made their investments on the basis on some degree of patriotism. They were supporting their country, and they felt like they were doing their little part. And sadly, this is the outcome. I'm going to open the phone lines now, but I just want to remind you that when I finish here today, right as I finish, I'm going over to twitch.tv/Ragashanti, and we're going to have a Souls music party. That would be the one right after, right after I finish right here again. So I'm going to put the link for you to set up yourself to come over there after. So I'm going to play some music. Want to remind you, you can't play music live in YouTube, on Instagram, on Facebook, and these things and whatever. And it has been quite frustrating for me because I appreciate some of the benefits of these platforms to do exactly what I'm doing right now. But I want to play some music. So, and big up the young people and them thing, but he's a souls man, a old school souls man, old school lovers rap man and thing and whatever. So that's my music there. And that is the music I know. I don't know these artists nowadays. I am from the Whitney Houston, Celine, Shaka Khan era, El DeBarge, Tavares. Maybe we can try again. Try. Oh, no, that song. Oh, that song they start again. What's up? But the chorus is like, you told me you needed more walks, more talks, more closer to me. I want to get close to you. I didn't know you needed some rules. I'm the worst singer. If the idea is for singing to entertain people to stay. I'm not the person. Because if I do that, everybody going to run. I am Mr. Off-Key. And I was in junior choir at church, Don't get me to do a solo though, off-key. But once me I sing with everybody else and them on-key, me stay on-key because, that key hearing something there and whatever. But I me say souls. And I still maintain souls as we know souls as Jamaican. I know people treat souls as being synonymous with R&B. And I am one of those who believe there are different genres, types of R&B. But some people say, no, R&B is just R&B. And I'm like, nah. So I see souls as a type of R&B. And you have different R&B. I was making that point yesterday that you have R&B that sounds like hip-hop, Mary J. Blige, them people and things like that. But you have soul. You just have a soul sound where we in Jamaica say we're 3-step. Someone probably too young for know about that. There's a big thing when we go up, we say, if you're gonna dance, you say, come 3-step with me, no? And that look at Jamaican thing that when we are 3-step and we still are wind up ourselves. Yo, Jamaican take any excuse to wind up themselves, but we have this thing and when we are dancing, we are wind up ourselves, so, we don't know that thing that we Jamaican do. And we turn and whatever and thing and whatever. That's what me love. So, again, see, let me put the link over on the Ragashanti page on Facebook also, because this is where we're going to be when we finish here today. Okay? So make sure, say, wanna go over there and follow me and come check it out after. We're gonna have a party because you can play music on Twitch. You can't play it here. So I've been searching. When I found out some music, I don't know, say, I don't know how long that decades where I do this now. I don't know, I love playing look music and carry on and vibes up a thing and whatever. So we can do it at Twitch. So it's twitch.tv. If you're watching this now, you're watching this later, you're watching this a week from now, go over there and follow me. Now, some people are having difficulty in when I go over there and put in Ragashanti, it don't come up. So that's why I'm giving you the direct link. So you just need to go and follow me. But everything works with algorithm. It's computerized. So once I'm over there, so I did a session. Charm said, Twitch, is that something new? No, Charm, darling. Twitch is not new. It's been around for years, probably around 4 or 5 years. It used to be something primarily for gamers, but it has evolved into its own thing. It's owned by Amazon, right? But again, some people get a little bit confused because of the propensity to just make anything online .com. You have a lot of .this now, .this, all kind of something. So this is .tv. Keep that in mind. www.twitch.tv/Ragashanti. Ragashanti. Remember, it's one G and it ends with an I. Ragashanti. Okay. And it's it has evolved to be this space where you can play music, you know, and not be bothered with all these copyright rules and whatever. I don't think the shows stay up, you know, so it's not like the shows stay up and they can be there. As far as I know, I'm still learning about over there. But at least you can have a live session over there playing music and not be hammered and then you have to stop and all them something there, all right? So as soon as I finish over here today, we're going over there and I want all of them to come over and make we listen to some music and carry on and go on. Yesterday was off the chain. We had fun. Yeah. Last night we had fun. I did my first session over there and you know, the OnlyFans thing, car broke, man. I don't know. I don't know about that OnlyFans. I'm still, Bernadine says the shows stay up if you save it. Yeah, if I save it, but I mean, I can record it. Oh, so some people, you can record it and play back the show. Well, you guys can do that if you want, you know. If there is, apparently there's videos will only last 14 days max, right? Tell them they're your Tyson Thompson. Okay, the phone line is open right now. Let me just push this back up. 646-880-9161. 646-880-9161. Carbro, you think easy. 646-880-9161. Or if you're calling on WhatsApp, the number is 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. 929-400-1249. Yes, Extreme J. That's, you know, that's what I want. I just want to play music. I just want to play music live and so we can, you know, whatever. So Soul's Party right after this. We're going to have a Soul's Party over twitch.tv/Ragashanti. Right, so make sure someone line up on the thing over there and we'll go over there a little after this. And our part, yeah, they can call in over there too, you know. Yeah, when I'm doing that, they can't call in, but I prefer mostly to play music over there because that's the purpose of going over here. If I want you to call in, you can call in here, right? So if I go over there, I want to play music and things. But if there is something absolutely pressing and you want to call in about it, feel free to do so. All right. Exactly, car bro. And me too old for dip on the whole of them platform. I can't manage it. Anyway, phone line open now. Some of you here won't have to say. Oh. Somebody was sorry. I just turned on the WhatsApp. My bad. So if anybody I think somebody was just calling. Let me see. Hello?
Good day, sir.
You were just calling, right?
Yes, I was.
All
Let
right.
me click you off. Yes.
Yeah, because I don't want to be, just calling you when you're busy in your intimate forays and so forth and things.
I would never, ever be answering the phone in my intimate forays because it would be that good. The phone could never interrupt.
All right, understood. Wagwan.
No, what's up?
Yeah, man, I give thanks.
Couple of things.
Yeah.
On your Twitch, you have to record it. We can't record it, so you have to record it, and you can save it, and then we can go replay it. It's similar to YouTube, so you have to record and save, and then we can go in after and re-listen to it.
Do I have recording privileges, or have to fulfill that? They have the local criteria that you have to go first, or from you over there you can record it. That's
no, from you over there you can thing. Make Jimmy Q help you with that.
All right. And how long it stay up?
Our Dano from Little Rock, because they're always over there, so they can help me.
Yeah, man. Jimmy Q has been the one, man. He's just helping me. But how long the recording stay up, though? Somebody says only 14 days.
I don't know, because I listen live and then I'll go back and think. So I don't know if it's 14 days or more than 14 days. I don't know how long it stays. I just know that, like, I have my programs that I listen to on there on different days, Crazy Chris, Diamond, and the other guys. And then, when I walk and stuff. So I don't know how long they stay.
Okay. Well, I just come over there. So I thank you for letting me know. So I'll definitely be recording it today and hopefully it will stay up so that you can listen back if you want and thing, so make sure.
And if you're taking membership, your Amazon Prime membership,
yes,
gives you one free subscription to Twitch on a monthly basis.
It's on a monthly basis. Okay.
One free per month. So if you have Amazon Prime membership,
But I want people to know you can follow without subscribing. I just want people to know.
You can follow without subscribing.
In fact, in order to listen, you have to follow. In order to listen, you have to follow.
Yes.
Right. So.
Yes.
The subscribing is a separate.
So that's that part. On the Bolt situation you were talking about earlier.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a little confused on the couple of the timelines that they've put forward.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the letter that the lawyer sent out, it stated that Bolt's team discovered the missing money in October. Bolt and his business in October. That's what the letter stated.
Okay.
Bolt parted ways with his business manager, Norman Peart, last year, about November, December. But in G-Nan's statement, she was still scamming up to 3 weeks ago.
You serious?
That's what her statement says on the back page, I think. On the last page, yeah, she was still scamming up to 3 weeks ago.
And just so people know, listen to what the caller is saying. This is what she put out, and nobody has said this about her. She put out this extensive, very detailed thing about what she says is everything what she does. So she's admitting that up to 3 weeks ago, she did still attack with people money.
Yeah, because there was a lady. There's a lady on there that she has 2 accounts, one with her by herself and one with her brother, the Fords.
Mm-hmm.
And that lady requested money in Christmas. I can't remember they requested Christmas money and she took it out of, she didn't have the money in the account to give back the lady, but she took it out of her own banking account and gave it to the bearer to give it to the lady.
Mm.
So based on her writings, she was still scamming up to 3 weeks ago.
But well, how long was Fear scamming from when she claims her father get cancer?
2009 or 10. So she's been doing scamming for about 10 to 12 years.
So you tell me now, if you claim say you going out because your papa have cancer and whatever and this, so 10 to 12 years the whole time and thing you just in a people account a thief them the whole time, so?
Well, it started with her dad cancer treatment. Then it went to the father funeral because the father died 3 years after she started scamming to pay for the treatment. Right? And then remember she claimed that her brother tried to unalive her mother and they had to put the brother in a mental institution.
So our brother they try to kill our mother.
Yes.
What you think about all these sad stories, these sad tragic stories that she's putting forth as a justification for thief all of these people money? What do you think about that?
That's stupid. They want to feel sorry for them. Like she want people to feel sorry for them.
Yeah.
Oh, she had an issue and she tried to solve, family over everything. So she thief her family.
But what do you think about that you said up to 3 weeks ago she's still a scam and a thief? But from what I understand, everything that she put out as comprehensive and and supposedly thorough as it is, it don't involve bold money.
It don't involve bold, and it does not involve the other unnamed politician that is supposed to be missing money as well, and that politician is not the prime minister who borrowed money
hold on. Allegations are that other politician is Lisa Anna.
Okay, I didn't hear her name.
No, I don't know if it's she. I'm just saying that people are saying, and we have to be careful because with these things, they love call people names, so them supposedly, whatever. And I don't want to get in that part where them at say the prime minister did borrow money, but I don't want to go there. So yeah.
Well, it's on record, so I mean we're not talking.
Hold on.
That, and it's not recent.
It's on record.
It is on record that the SSL was the loan facilitator for the prime minister when he was purchasing his house or the land to build a house. I
remember that big scandal because that's a massive mansion, that he built up there.
Exactly.
Whatever, and that was a huge whatever. So, that don't look good. What do you think? That don't look good. No, because no people are saying. I'm just telling you what someone don't know what out there on the street. People are saying, no. So, so some of the money where you used to be the prime minister house, that was bold money.
Exactly. That's where that's going.
People, it's ugly. It's ugly. Yeah.
There's also the alleged apartment complex owned by Miss Panton.
Yes.
That where they said that the money was used. Some of the money was used to purchase
allegedly. No, so there's
different scenarios.
No, what compounded that too? There was a time, and I don't know if the prime minister has said anything yet. But when the thing come up, we never hear nothing come say nobody. The powers that be, the powerful people, them and think nobody never say nothing.
Well, what I don't like about it is when it initially came out, no names were called other than Bolt.
Right.
No names. We don't know. It was SSL and Bolt. That was it.
Right.
And if you look back on the NCB situation that came out a day later, with a girl in Santan that took the $35,000 over a period of time.
Mm-hmm.
Our name and our face and where she day and what she charged for and all of them something they out already.
Right.
Like all of that's out. Her pictures are out. Everybody knows what she looks like. Everybody knows what she ate for
Yeah,
breakfast.
but let's be careful here. Remember, she was charged. As far as I know, nobody's charged yet with. Hold
Nobody's
on,
charged
it with
yet
SSL
on
yet.
this
You
one.
know, nobody's charged with SSL yet. So, we.
Yeah, but okay. I live in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
and when I go to the bank, Royal Bank of Canada, which is a multinational bank around the world.
Correct.
If I want a $5,000 bank draft,
Mm-hmm.
2 people have to sign it.
Well, no. I agree with that part. That is not No, and it goes up, like if you say 2 people have a sign, if it gone in the way these banks work, if it go up in a 20,000 or 15, it's even more, so.
If more people the manager actually have to come over, check the account, check the ID, check why you need it, and sign off on it.
So I fully support the people who are saying that this can't be a one-off affair with this type of the amount of money, that it has to be a conspiracy of several parties involved, including parties from leadership, from the executive, so so we're yet to see how this thing are going to turn out, because the investigation supposedly is in full force right now, and
SSL has been taken over by the FTC, and they have a special person now that's been assigned. They did somewhat of a press conference today.
Wait, what's the FTC?
The what's that called? The commissions in Jamaica that oversees the banking institutions and investment institutions.
You don't think? Hold on, I think the FTC is America. I think you meant to say the FSC.
FSC, yes.
Right.
FSC.
Right.
So they've taken over SSL.
Right. And again, just by like I don't want to get in, but, kind of echoing some of the things that this caller is saying. People, apparently, the street is saying that, and we have to be careful, because sometimes people just say these things, for entertainment purpose and just for, to be spectacular and to act like they're in the know. But apparently there are actors and parties involved in this that supposedly efforts are made to protect them, and nobody no one, expose so and so. So allegations are that powerful people are inappropriately getting involved in the investigations in an effort to protect so and so. And apparently, supposedly, on both sides, some of that, they kind of hear with some of that. So the thing we both come out with is a shot across the bow to say, So for those of you who don't know, both came out and say, listen, I want all of my money in 10 days. And we don't know what Bold plan to do after 10 days, but apparently some powerful people are involved, supposedly, and efforts are supposedly being made to protect them and things. And then the idea what people are saying, this amount of money, I don't know, monkey money, I don't know, something where any look at one person can take and whatever, so it's supposedly bigger than it is. And somehow I want to read some of the things that are circulate, and some of the allegations are quite damning, and it involves some names of some well-known powerful people and things that I don't want to get into, to be frank with you. So, Carla, where you think this going go?
It's Jamaica.
We're laughing, and it's sad and thing and whatever. And what do you mean by that? Like, a bigger program go about it, and the real powerful people that are involved, them not going to be held accountable, them going to get away with it another law. Is that what you're saying?
Jennifer Macedo stole $30 million from Movado 10, 12 years ago.
I know him not get back that money there and can't touch her.
Not a dollar. So there may be, because of Bolt, there may be some attempt to repay him a portion of the money or some sort of settlement to hush hush. We may not know the full extent of all the people at the upper echelon that's involved, because at the end of the day, that much money cannot move from an institution without the board of directors knowing. Because when you're moving that amount of money, they're gonna want to know why.
Precisely.
Why is that amount of money?
Precisely.
How can we help you to let your money stay with us so that we can invest it for you?
Mm-hmm.
So check the balances that were in place. Why were they not used? Why were they not affected? Why? Mm-hmm. And the other thing I noticed in her statement too is a lot of the monies that she took was prior to the software being changed. Like when she wrote how she took what money from home, it was before the software. She also put, before the software changed.
Oh.
In her statement.
Okay.
In
That's
her statement, she put that.
That's interesting.
But the woman chop all her baby father.
Well, what you mean? Well, she broke her baby father, all her baby father money to take out of the thing?
Yeah, her baby father gave her money for invest and she spend the money, name the party something. Her daughter father.
How with the backside? I didn't read that. Me get it in about 10 people sending something to me, so it's all over what she sent out. But all her baby father get chopped, I pick the poop, I get chopped too.
Yeah, she chop him, she chop our personal bearer, she chop him 35,000 US. And because she had 4 bearers and 2 of the bearers' names show up, and she said one, she just said a bearer of such and such, and the other one she said it was their personal bearer. He got chopped 35,000 because she would send them, go cash it, make the check out in the bearer's name, send them to their bank to cash the money, to bring the monies back to her, and then she pay them for them services and give them a little extra. I saw she right.
Damn.
So she puts it, she top her baby father. Because him give her money for invest. Him give her money for invest for them data, for them things, and she tap him.
Yo, let me tell you something, man. Me not support certain things, you know. Me not support certain things. You follow me? Miss Prosperity, big up. Welcome to Ragashanti TV. Me not support certain things, you know, but I mean, I would never tell people that when them things reach you, you know, you should resort to violence to make yourself feel better or whatever. But when them something are going on, you know, you can't just see some people snapping and you say, oh, I'm not get back my money and, you know, and take it to them certain way, you know.
I understand that because I talked to my girlfriend the other day. And I said, imagine if both never diversify in investments. You go bed one day, you have $10 million, and you wake up the next day, you have $2,000.
Well, and did he diversify? Was his investments diversified? Huh?
I don't want to assume that he would be that stupid to just have everything in one place. I'm going to go on the assumption.
No. Hold on. No. First of all, don't say stupid. Don't say stupid. Don't use the word stupid, and I'm going to tell you why.
Or uneducated with the amount of people that you would have around you that can provide you with good financial
Put it that way. Put it that way to say you would be hard pressed to believe that, given the supposedly high level of financial advisors that he has around him, and then you hold them accountable. And why I say this is this, you know, because if you don't know, you don't know, you know. That is one, okay? The way we are raised, we don't come from certain, well, when I say we, I mean, you know, some of us who wasn't raised in certain household where certain types of financial literacy is second nature. One, remember them never teach you this in a school, you know.
Yeah, some level of money is
Well,
unbelievable.
them never
Some of
teach
us,
you
it's
this
just
in a
numbers
school.
on paper.
Hold on, not only that, two, what do you mean? I must admit to you now that I am just slowly taking my time to learn certain things, right? And I found it interesting. When I grew up, my mother and our generation of people, what them always say, I know how much you make, how much you save, right?
Let's see it. Yeah.
All right. I am talking to people who know these things now, financial investors and things. And they say the worst thing you could do right now is save your money. Because them say when you save your money in these institutions, them say you get 1%, 2%, you know, your monkey thing you get. And them say that cannot keep up with inflation, not even the fees. I have friends who are investment bankers, right? And then deal with these things. They are flabbergasted. They always say, listen, what's going on in Jamaica with NCB and Scotiabank and all these other, and I'm like, what? And they're like, their profit margins are crazy. These are people on Wall Street, you know. I tell me, say, NCB and Scotiabank and other financial entities in Jamaica, they are making phenomenal profits in Jamaica, you know.
Have you seen the interest that they charge for stuff?
That is what
Like,
I'm hearing,
the
fees.
interest you pay- yeah, the fees, the interest, all the other stuff, everything add up. Everything add up.
So if these
Everything add up, but
these
we're not learning how-
if these learned people who are educated about the Wagwan Swiss thing, and some of them wake up. I have friends who wake up 3 o'clock and I'm like, what? And they're like, oh, I'm working with the Asian market, so that is when I have to wake up and work. And these are them know all these things, and they're like I don't know what's going on in your country, Kingsley. It's just crazy. They're making a ton load of money down there off the people and whatever and this and that. But anyway, so when you grow up here and how much you make, how much you save, and then at the same time, all we raise, you bank with one entity, that's how we raise, talk it truth.
You're supposed to tithe and save.
Tithe and have your money in a one account, and then you boss it with your little book, and you think that is all, right?
Well, right. You know, my Tuesday savings at Scotiabank, me never see $1 from that.
No,
Did
well,
you ever get it?
no. You know, it's a one-time gone. I swear to you people, I'm going to tell you something now, you're not going to believe me. There was a time back in the day, you would have an account, and you put your money in there, and you forget about it. And years later, when you go back, it just gets a whole heap of interest, and you're like, wow, look at all of the money them. That can't happen again, you know. When you have an account, if you don't put money in there, the fees alone drain out the account there. The fees alone drain out the account there. Them banks charge you everything now. When me say everything, right? You have to have at least $500 in it. And if you don't have if you have less than $500, we are gonna charge a fee and whatever. You understand? Because they make money for the $500 there, you know. Whatever. You understand? I beer at that I go and say you cannot use seeing for that. You can't say, you know, nobody can say, boy, you see the rank for go put the wall of you. Even don't know them something there. You see no for run.
But then I understand him no for run. And when you start make certain kind of money, who are his advisors then? Like for his endorsements and whatever, like to say, hey.
Well, say that.
You know,
say that.
Stretch out your money because the government, if you put it in at a bank, it's only insured for a certain amount of money, up to a certain amount. If you have it in the investment firm, it's not really insured. It's an investment. You can win or lose with an investment.
Oh, it's not like, I mean, here in America, that's a FDIC insured, so it's not the investment different from, you know, if you put it in at the bank and do so and so, right? That is what you're saying.
Exactly. That's the same thing in Jamaica.
Okay.
Jamaica, you're in the bank insures you up to 1.2, 1.3 mil.
Wait, 1.2, 1.3 million Jamaican dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Boy. So tell me something now. Tell me something now. Be honest now. Scamming and genius are going in every country now, so we know that.
Long
So,
time.
all right.
Long
So,
time.
will this deter you from investing in Jamaica?
No.
Okay, I was just curious.
Me not have no money and me get up every day and looking at my bank account.
Yeah,
Every day.
yeah,
Every day I log
yeah,
into all the places I need to log into
yeah.
and check what's there.
And check Wagwan.
Check what's there. And if I see half a cent missing, I call my bank and I say, hey, sometimes I don't even remember, so I put up a payment for something for come out, and when it come out, I wonder, study. For say, then I wish payment this, and we call the bank and they will say, oh, did you do such and such? I'm like, oh, yeah, okay, never mind.
Yo,
I'll have the money check every day.
yeah. Well, before you go, listen. I used to work for a certain person, and who was insisting on making me vice president. I said, hey, I'm a vice president. No, I'm a presenter. Okay, I'm being a vice president. Who is actually stupid? Because before him come to me and say, I make me a vice president, there was this person who used to work for him, right? The person having papers and whatever, and him go sort out the person wife. Right? And I'm friend, All right. So, well, man. So something go down now, and the wife now go say, well, if I go back to work for him, and the person I say, no, I'm going. So the wife I convince him, say, him now I tell me, him I tell me the met, So him now I say, I know where I go on to find I like it personal. But him one of them people, him love do things to people, but when it happen to him losing mind. But anyway, so I sit down there and listen to him. He said to me, but I'm going to re-hire him, because I need some, when you're doing business, you must always have a scapegoat. So if everything goes south, you put it on that scapegoat. He said this to me, Months later, you come tell me, but you want to come me for be vice president. I come like say me I eat that like my pride, like my pride in the title. So I just say, no. So a whole heap of thing go down with him where people don't even know. Some people know who me are talking, not post him name or anything, because it was very public, by the way. Anyway, so one whole heap of something go on and ting till it reach a point where him want me for do so and so for make money off of me. Me say, no, I'm just a presenter. But you're not going to use my name or my image or whatever, and this and that and way. So I say, I'm just a presenter. Only for a little birdie pinch me now and say, so the man try to trademark your name. Boom, we check out this and we go U.S. Patent and Trademark Office, and them say, yep, the application came in to trademark the name Ragashanti. And who the application came from, it was him. And them said the only reason why me get with it was because when your name is so popular in the public domain, it's an automatic trademark. Right? I didn't know that. Right? But again, if you're already using the name and it is internationally renowned and whatever and thing, and apparently their processes, once an application come in, the first thing them do, them go to the internet and then put in the name. So then when the woman go in there, she said, Ragashanti was all over. You have traveled all over. So that saved me. So when me go back to the person, the person who pinched me, I tell the person, say, Jano, I was save me and thing and whatever, and then the person, me I say, boy, give thanks, and I say, boy, my out for Lego, me really have to go Lego, yes, because, me stay so the money I go draw me out and whatever. And the person said, me I leave too. So I say, have to leave because of me, because, then the person said to me, no, Raga, everybody who buy from this place here, all of them credit card there, so. And listen, it's tens of thousands of people, And apparently, me not say nobody, I tell you what the person tell me. The person say, yeah, And on occasion, everybody account is built like $1 or $2 or 90 cents or something. No, you think about that. No?
But that is the proper way to scam.
But most of us, we not look for no $1 and 90 cents per we thing. But if you are a part of a little thing, you know, where somebody have 200,000, credit card or 300,000, not even a million, and they might take a 90 cent or a 50 cent. You know how much money that?
It adds up and nobody notices.
But this is the day and age we're in now, because it look like that is the way for do it. Because why you going to go in a bank now with a gun and say, give me money and get 80,000 when you can't skim off $1 and this and that of a people and thing and whatever. It's crazy out there.
Cybercrime, cyber scamming is the wave of the future in terms of robbing banks and people.
I'm telling
it
you.
It ain't about going into the banks and sticking up people. It ain't about, whatever.
Them days are done.
Computers. It's about computers. It's about ID changes and all of those things.
See them, but let me try to take another call before we go over Twitch. So come over Twitch with me later, right after this now.
Yeah, what time? Right after this? Yeah.
Right after this. All right,
I'll be able to see. Take care. Bye bye.
All right, thanks, darling. Cool. All right, a couple more calls before we go over Twitch. Hello. Oh, it would be a good idea if we went him to the call him. Yeah, why don't you bring in the call first, Raga, before you say hello? Hello? Hello?
Yes, Raga.
Turn up the thing behind us so we don't hear it.
It's turned up.
Yeah, man, great.
I'm not going to be long with you.
Okay.
Why you think this lady published her confession?
My best guess, it's strategic. I think what is coming at her is inevitable. She's going to get hammered in the court and whatever. And you know that the court has the latitude to exercise some discretion. And so, well, you've been forthcoming, you've been candid, you've been, So if the prosecutor can look at you, if it's inevitable that there is no way you can engage in some legal creativity to worm your way out of it, then your next step is to make your hit as soft as is possible. You understand? So I think, she may say it's some moral thing and I feel bad because, and I should be held accountable. It may be phrased that way, but another way to look at it is that it's being strategic and being clever and it's to cushion the blow as much as is possible, because the blow is unavoidable. So I better you soften it as much as you can. That is my best guess,
Yeah. You and a point. I was listening to what the woman was saying to you a while ago, and she refers to some folks' name, that the powers that be in Jamaica, right?
Yeah.
I think this from a legal point of view.
Yeah.
No one in that caliber would have gone out in the public and make such public confession, knowing the legal ramifications, right? So I assume that she was advised, but she makes her preemptive strikes because she knows that there are people in power. And if she goes down, they will be going down too. So to make the preemptive strike is for them to silence the investigation. So not much come out of it, where she would be held criminally liable.
But based on your analysis thus far, then, how, by making it so public then, like, how can it be silenced?
Okay, if you, Ragashanti, is in the position to make laws and do all type of stuff and control the security forces and stuff like that.
Okay.
And you and I is in collaboration in stealing people's funds. And recognize that I am the small bird, right? And knowing that the government will come after me and the public might want answers. Then if I go before and make such a statement, it would be in your best interest to work behind the scene to protect me, right?
Well, that is one of the strongly held arguments out there by many, but I'm no disrespect to you. I'm also aware that it is also a common response that anytime something like this go on, a lot of people say, so and so behind it, are the big people in behind and thing and whatever. And sometimes we don't have evidentiary support for what the people are saying. But again, your analysis is also held by many out there who are saying that because people are concerned that, the argument they were making that this thing is so big, Usain Bolt losing pretty much $10 million. So they were like, how come we don't hear from so-and-so? How come we don't hear from so-and-so? How come we don't hear from so-and-so? And then that once you leave that gap there, people are going to fill it. So,
I question this. Give that woman status, right? I ask the question, why didn't she run away from Jamaica, right? So if she hasn't run away from Jamaica, right, and then she comes out and give this glaring confession, it tells me that there's only two things can happen. Either that the investigation become muted, or they end up kill her. And they might blame Usain Bolt and others to say that Usain might be beyond her demise. When that's not really the case, it would be other people who has no alternative but to silence her.
Well, that part where you were saying that if this is a massive conspiracy involving multiple parties, and if in her assessment she determined that, damn, I could be the fall guy here, sexist term, it could be fall guy, fall woman, and so forth, and that it would be quite easy for them to eliminate me, and then said, oh, she committed suicide, but as she do everything, then it might be a good move on her part to like, let me fling out everything out there and things. So make them know, say, me I taught my part, but if something else come up and thing like that, me I see if something for give to the prosecutor for say, listen, so-and-so didn't deny it to, what you can do for me and whatever. So I put it out there so if they come kill me and whatever. But I'm sad to say, if history is anything do, that don't mean anything, then kill your same way.
Yeah, I know, but Jamaica is so corrupt, brother. We love the country, but it's so corrupt. And
let me remind you of something. And I'm going to say something that is very obvious, but even though I'm not calling him, everybody going to know is what I don't want nobody to post anything, right? And let me remind you of something that was a wake-up call for me as a young man in Jamaica. And I was like, them people can't come say nothing to me about moral, this and that, all right? You remember a certain person from a certain well-known neighborhood that was known as a garrison and was very controlling of certain criminalities across the country, and everybody knew that, right? So there was this one. Hold on. There was this one area on one side, and there was this other area. I remember one time the United States government said, "We want that person." And then when the Jamaican government was reluctant to add the United States government, applied certain pressures and things, I make Jamaicans know that this going to get worse if you don't send out that person. And then hold on, and then them say the Jamaican government tell the person, well, you have to go, because Ray, all right? You remember? People listen to this, I tell you, this is true. Older people can't tell, people. The night before the man was to fly with the federal agency, come back to the because the man tell him, say, if me go up there, you better do something for me because me do this for uno, me do that for uno, me do this for uno, me do that for uno, and uno involved in this, well, the man say, if me go up there, me I gotta negotiate and make the people them know the fullness sound and I put this by me alone because it's gonna make me go do them something or whatever. People, the night before the man was supposed to fly out with the United States agents back here, the night before, a fire supposedly broke out in a theme cell alone. People, The Jamaican authorities report that, unfortunately, a fire out of the big general penitentiary prison, you know.
And everybody
with this man who is the number one per everybody are watching this thing here, who the US government managed now to secure his extradition, right? Right? And the night before, the next day, him for go fly out and go down, the man tell him, say, hey, listen to me, if me go up there, I'm going to open my mouth and talk. The night before, the man was, them say, a fire broke out in a film cell alone and kill him.
And not only that, he got burned, but burned beyond recognition.
Burned beyond recognition and thing and whatever. It's a stuff of legends, people. You know, Jamaica is not a real place. And then now, when me, as a youth from Ghetto now, go see that now, Una come tell me, say, are you bring down the country on the radio talk about sort out and whatever? Because when that happened, the most of people, did you hear them come out and say nothing?
Well, let me tell you something. I was a young boy, right?
Yeah.
I grew up in Southeast Kingston.
Yeah.
Dr. Evan Lyde, we call him Dr. Lyde.
Hold on. You're going to say something about him?
No.
Oh, so because you cannot.
No, I know better than that, man. He died years ago, right?
No, but you still can't say certain things bad about him, because his estate can still sue me, right?
I know, but when I was a young boy, he was the only doctor, the second doctor in the area, and he was the first People's National Party president. Just briefly, though, right? Hold on. Seriously, you're going to say something about him, like? No. Just I trust me, Roger.
Okay, all right, please. Okay, yeah.
I won't do that. I won't put you in jeopardy.
Right. I can't manage him, you know.
Yeah. So, when Jamaica was becoming independent, right?
Yeah.
Because of the social status in Jamaica, he and Norman Manley were friends and pillars of gospel, and they wanted, as I say, he was the first PNP's People's National Party president, but briefly, and then until they turned it over to Norman Manley, and they wanted him to become the Governor General after independence. Mm-hmm. And he told me as a young boy, everywhere we went in Jamaica, because he was MP for Southeast Central. Mm-hmm. And this is why, up till this day, Southeast Central is the oldest garrison in Jamaica, political garrison. It never changed. And so everywhere we went in Jamaica, he always traveled in his car, a chair. He never sat in Parliament and no other chairs beside his. And he told me, he said, young boy, stay away from politics. It's a very, very dirty, disgusting thing. That's what Dr. Evan Light told me. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I never forgot it. And why he said that to me just to show me how corrupt Jamaica is at that time. And it's still lingering in Jamaica, and it's even getting worse.
Hold on, let me tell you something. One day, one of the richest persons in Jamaica, who I was working with him and thing, and he's a very practical man, He's a very, he's real businessman and very practical, And one day he invited me up to his house in Norbrook, and we're there having drink and thing. And it was the first time somebody said, come on, have some whiskey on the rocks. And I was like, no. Do you have to chase that? And he goes, real men don't chase their whiskeys. And I'm like, you go and chase mine. I remember. And we sat there drinking whiskey. And he said, and he has this kind of raspy drawl, kind of, whatever. And he's like, Raga, I think you really should go into politics. You would do exceedingly well. And I was just like, I've had some overtures before, and no, Raga, you can do really well, and there's a lot of money in it. You can make a lot of money. So I said to him, but I don't know these things, and I don't have that kind of backative. And he said, Raga, why you think I'm telling you this? No. You don't have to worry about the initial investment, okay? I will supply all of that and so forth and things like that. And then, so I said, what do you mean you're going to give me money to go in? And so, well, yes, it takes money. It takes money to do this. It's an advantage. And he was the one who explained to me that, you know, a lot of rich people don't go into politics, but they try to control the people in politics, right? And they explained the whole game to me, and I said, most people go into politics, they don't have money, but they go in politics to get power, so that rich people will come to them, and then them can get the money. So I explained the whole game to me. So I must say, but then you can make a lot of money and thing, and then you'll be on an inside track, and I'll make sure that. So he's from a particular party in Jamaica. So I said, listen to this, you know. So I said, okay, so I'd have to openly declare that I'm in, you know, and I mentioned the party. And he goes, Raga, you're not listening. This is not about the party, right? You have to choose a side, but it's not about the party. You can make money on either side as long as your party gets in power. But you listen what I'm saying. But the thing is, don't stay on the fence. Once you're on the fence, you could be shut off quickly. You have to pick a side, and when you're on a side, your side will defend you. But if you're on the fence and you're not rich and wealthy, you could be shot off immediately. So, and I'm like, wow. And he said, but there's one thing you have to keep in mind once you go in politics, you know, Raga. And I go, what? You might have to order the assassination of people. You have to have people killed. So I said, oh. And he goes, yes, it depends on the constituency that you're in. So I go, oh. I go, what do you mean? And he goes, well, when I was in my formative years, you know, there was one silver bullet. And, you know, he said, in each of these areas, you have what, you know, in your community, they refer to as dons or area leaders. And you have to get them on your side. But inevitably, they very often reach a point where they think they could usurp your power. And you have to have them killed. So I go, so what are you saying about Silver Bullet? Oh, I had him killed. So when I know, me get quiet now and I'm like, listen to this now, you know. This is powerful, you know. So me get quiet now, can me get nervous now, me say, me call him by him first name, which, you know. You just admitted to me that you had somebody murdered? And he hear him no. One, I did not say murder, I said kill. For me, there's a distinction, but I had him killed. And he goes, two, he said, Raga, you remember when you were on the radio one time and you were talking about this person who wrote a letter about helpers, and you were slamming that woman, and, you know, so, and I said, yeah, that was years ago. He said, that person was my daughter.
No way.
So I said, okay. And I was going to have you dealt with. I said, just because I say something about the woman, what she said about helper? And he goes, yes, Raga, you have to be careful. I was a little bit. And then I spoke to some people and they held you in high regard. And I was like, oh, and whatever. So I said, you're going to have me killed? He says, not killed, but, you know, just dealt with and a little bit.
Distinction again.
So you hear him, no. So when I just told you I had Silver Bullet killed, if I thought that, you know, potential consequence, I would not have told you. It would be your word against mine, and I would know how to deal with you. This is a man to educate me about real Jamaica.
That
right?
Sound like a lawyer guy, eh?
It's not important, is all. Probably some people will hear the accent you may put on and know it too. But what I'm saying is, this was a man who keep it real with me. And then later on after that, this is public knowledge again, and I bet you going to remember this. There is a certain area that people say are the biggest garrison in Jamaica, right? And and a certain MP, he's passed now. He's the longest MP for that area. And again, this is public knowledge what I'm about to say. And then there was a time when people reel up, when certain people in the community reel up on him and say, yo, them stop TikTok from him. Right? It's a man who has been MP for that era for decades, you know. And then the top dogs them in that era say, we're not taking no more chat from you or whatever. That man came out publicly. Public knowledge in Jamaica, these people. And he said, he must send a message to them. So if them don't start behave themselves and go on whatever this and that, him go and go to the police and tell them everybody who involved in this and how much gun and what them do and everything that they have been doing and whatever.
Okay.
You remember when this man come out and said that? Mm-hmm. Right? And then right there and then, I'm like, are you freaking serious? Because what he's saying, you know, is that, well, I've known this all along.
Right.
I have known this all along, and it was to my benefit to know. But now that Una come challenge my authority now, me I gonna make the police them do something about it. But me know this long time. And I'm like, so this is open. And next time again, you know, me I do show down there, you know. And an internationally recognized company in Jamaica, synonymous with Jamaica, brand Jamaica. This company, everybody grew up on the company. Everybody, them buy them product. Nobody no post no name, you know. But everybody, when them go buy them, look mackerel or whatever, this are the number one company. You follow me? One time me I read, me have a thing when I start the show, I read the paper. And I read the paper. And the company send something to the paper that essentially said, yes, our profits gone down because, you know, the drug community, like I said, the drug dealer, them and the whatever, we were making a lot of money off them, you know, because them a spend money and they were heavily involved in construction. But our profits gone down now because, you know, I put on them foot on them now. So basically, the big criminal them now spend as much money and things, so that kind of creeping our profit and things. So again, you know, this company is basically some piece up on the radio. People when I realize this company basically I come out and I say, we have known all along where we're making our money from and who we're making all this money from. And it wasn't a priority if we would do anything about it. But our profits are go down now. So what does that make you, the shareholders, know why we're not making it? Them can't chat to me nothing when me I talk about sort out and come wine off my body and all them something there, whatever. Fool them take people for whatever. You understand? And if you run up your mouth too tough, you get all too shot in your head back and thing. You understand what I say? And think, that is Jamaica for you. That is Jamaica for you.
One of the things I often say to my fellow Jamaicans is this, that we engage in this thing you call them 90 wonders.
Yeah.
Because if you count from when this allegation about Bolt's money being missing, given next week, you're not going to hear much about it. And this is what the politicians in Jamaica and the upper echelons, they exploit the majority people ignorance, knowing that this is going to be swept under the rug.
No, you're quite right, but the difference here, it's you saying. Yeah, me and you, 90 a wonder. People going always, so I'm to that you seeing thing, you seeing steer. Every time people are you seeing they get back, you know what Jamaicans steer, you seeing they get back your money and whatever, you know, so it's a hard for them Lego that one, unless them go talk to you seeing and say you seeing see your money, you know, no matter to say nothing about it here.
You remember when you said move up to St. Andrew, the question was, it was stated that they said he was too black for the area.
Yeah, not only that. You remember when Sean Paul's wife give it to him?
Okay, that's what I talk about. So, with that...
And so him make too much noise up here with him vehicle and whatever. And I'm like, is she serious? Hey, when me young, you know, nobody no make nice on Jamaican road like uptown picking them with them car, you know.
Well, because of that, some people might just think that she just came out and said, you know?
No, you're quite right. It was a problem. Listen to me, man. You see Port Royal Road and all them people. Anybody who grew up can tell you when uptown people pick them and drive them fast and furious car and all them. Be a nice and thing them go on with and whatever. But no, it was a problem with UC and whatever. Me give it to her from them time. Them Sean must tell her, say, yo, keep by your mouth and thing. But she was one of them people, she have the look, but she not really grew up in her money, but she act like she have the money and whatever. And so one bag of thing I text it on you. What was on it to her?
So one can deduce from that there is a small segment in Jamaica who consider themselves to be the authors of life, and they often use the dark pigment complexion of the majority of Jamaicans against them. Even when Andrew Holness ran for the presidency of Jamaica Labour Party, remember when the argument came up because there are two camps between Manayard and Andrew Holness, and they say Andrew Holness was too dark.
And yet we consider him brown, though, don't we?
Okay. So there is a segment within the police force and stuff like that who look down on the majority blacks and stuff, and they are going to use both dark complexion against him. So trust me, this.
No. Hold on. When Mavado did whatever this and that, the argument was. Supposedly the argument was, but what's the big deal? Because he was a dirty thief and criminal anyway.
Okay, all right, okay.
Yeah, that was the argument. That was the argument. In fact, that was why some people never. The point is, justice is supposed to be justice, don't it? Right. So if you thief Bavado $30 million, you're supposed to aggressively pursue justice for him to and set an example so that we in a ghetto can say, well, wow, them defend the ghetto youth, so justice really did fear in other instance and thing, But when that reach him now and protect him that way, the way you think the youth them a ghetto when them think they must see the same thing again and whatever, you understand?
I have to question this, right? Given both global status recognition, right? And given what can come from this, right? The financial implication. If Bolt was to go take it international and let the world know what's going on in Jamaica, that it can seriously cripple Jamaica economy in no time, right? If people start to have a run on the bank and stuff like that, okay, let them take the money out, right? I said to myself, how comes the Prime Minister haven't come out?
Well on. You remember me tell you we're not going there?
No, this is because I'm not.
Listen to me, we're not going there. I met me here with whatever, right? So I mean, why you take time go over there? We're not going there because I'm telling you already. The stupidity start already, but when you did do this and that, that's why gunshot for over there. It already started. I tell you that. So we're not going there, okay? Just so you know. Make we see what else come out first, here.
Yep.
All right. Yeah, man. But listen, man. Thanks for talking to me today, and I really appreciate it. All right.
It's always a pleasure.
All right. Cool. All right. Listen now. We're going to go over Twitch. We're going to go over Twitch now. And again, I want to remind you, we're going to have a little Souls music party over Twitch. I'm going to put the link in the Facebook chat and the YouTube chat. Right? All right. So come follow me over Twitch. We're going to play some music, some Souls music with a little vibe and thing. And I want to just come in and thing, and we're going to have a look of fun. Now, man, classism, trang a Jamaica, man, and thing and whatever. That did a trang. Unfortunately. So people, I tell you, we're going to twitch.tv / Ragashanti. Okay, Twitch. I'm putting the link on the YouTube chat and the Ragashanti Facebook chat right now. I want to just click that link and come over. And if you happen to be watching this as a repeat, I'm asking you to follow me. And again, I just want you to know that you really can't play music live on the Facebook and the this and that platform and all these things. So, but you can do it on Twitch. So I want you all to come over there now. And so I'm going to end this and go over Twitch. So, yeah, Norval, it's a little Wednesday thing, and we're going to more Wednesdays now. But again, I want to remind you that I will not be doing Free Up this Friday. The next Free Up would be next week, Wednesday, actually, at 1. And then next week, we also have a Friday Free Up. Okay? So remember, I told you that given that I'm not doing Ragashanti live 3 nights a week on Bridge 99 FM and IrieJam Radio, Nakita, if you can click it here I know you can't click it on the Facebook page, but if you can't click it here on YouTube, just go over there with the same URL here. And there's an app also. Oh, so people on the YouTube side, you're saying that you're clicking the link and it's not working. Well, I guess the .tv doesn't work over here, but that is the link. All right. And you can just come over there. There's also a Twitch app. Because I'm a new member, some people are having, like the Ragashanti don't come up, directly, and some people have a little difficulty finding me, but I'm over there. And again, the account is Ragashanti, Ragashanti Fox. Yes, the app is called Twitch, TWITCH, TWITCH. Simone Bogle, try pin it, Raga. And we are asking for the Simone. I don't know if I do them sitting there. Pin what? Let me see. I don't know if I pin anything, The only thing me know if I do, I pin up my brief when it tear. You understand? Back in the day, who remember them days? People, Charm, what do you mean you just try? The link, in the Facebook side, the link is not whatever, but on the on the YouTube side, what do you mean you click the link? Hold on, let me try the link. I just did. I clicked the link on it, from Facebook, and I was taken there. That's it. I'm right here. I'm not go over there yet, but I'm right on my page in Twitch. Okay, so I'm seeing the link active on Facebook. Okay, on the YouTube side, the page is empty. No, I'm over there. If not, just Simone, I don't know how to pin the link in the chat. I don't know how to do it. That's what I'm telling you. I don't know I don't know how to do it, okay? I've never pinned a link in a YouTube chat. I don't. Right? And again, I'm telling you, some people have been Saskia, you're seeing it. I'm there, right? Some people are having difficulty when you go over there and you put in my name, you say it's not coming up. Right? But if you go on Google or, anywhere you can go to a website. Yes, I'm wearing a red shirt. That's me. Well, my profile picture over there, I'm wearing a red shirt. Years younger. Right? And, type it in your browser if you're on a desktop. If you use the app is called Twitch, TWITCH. Right? Nurse said people just type in Twitch in your search engine, then type in Ragashanti when you get on the search bar in the website. And you're going to have to follow me over there. And follow is different from subscribe. Everybody can follow. Right? Nurse said it popped up when she went over there. Great. All right. And just so you know, once I'm over there, the longer I'm over there, everything works by algorithm, computer program. So the more I'm over there, the more the algorithm will say, okay, this person is here. So the more I'll be recognized over there and easier to find, and it will just come up, okay? Extreme G say it pop up for me, no problem, okay. Right, so everybody, Juliet McKenzie, it's not clickable in Facebook, not working. I just clicked it in Facebook. People, I want you to take time with me because a lot of these, people, things can be pinned in Facebook, but not, let me see something. Okay, pin. Okay, I think I just pinned something in Facebook because it literally said pin. All right, so I pinned the link in Facebook. Okay. All right, so it looks like it is pinned in Facebook. I don't see anything for say pin in Well, no, the YouTube one is not working as a link, and I think it has to do something with .tv. Like, I don't think that work on YouTube. If it was like .com or something like that, it would work. But at least you know what the URL is. So that is what you would put in someplace else, okay? I wonder if I write out the URL, like HTTPS. Let me see if that makes a difference. Okay. .tv /GA. Let me see if that make a difference if I write out the URL with HTTPS. I'm assuming it's a secured site. Oh! When I write it out with the HTTPS in YouTube, the link, it's a workable link. Ha ha! At least, me know look sitting there, all right? That's now. Nice one, Raga. Miss Cherry would be proud of you. All right, so there is the link on the YouTube side. That works. So again, let me All right, people. So the link is on the YouTube side is indeed working, because when I write out the link with the HTTP, it actually makes it a link, right? So yeah, that's it. There you go. All right, so people on the YouTube side, see the link there. No, I was putting the www before, and it wasn't even making that. But once I put the HTTPS ://www.twitch.tv/Ragashanti, the link works on the YouTube side, all right? So it's there in the chat, people. We'll go over there, and I play some music, and all right. All right, Raquel, big up yourself, man. Blessings, man. See? All right. Okay. All right. So I'm going to end this, and I'm going over. Let me try put it over here. So now, and Charm, let me see if it make a difference over. All right. All right. So people, again, we'll go over Twitch. All right, Nordet, there you go. Wonderful. We'll go over Twitch and we're going to have a look at Souls Party. And it's going to be different one later on, you know. Lovers Rock, whatever. You know. Type of thing. All right then. Okay. So I'm going to go now a minute to either click the link or to go over there on our own. And we're going to party a little bit over there. All right. Let's play some music and thing. Scene. All right. Okay. So Twitch it is. We'll go over Twitch. Oh, and by the way, I can't call in over Twitch too, you know, except that, you know, I'd rather play mostly music over there. Over here is for talk, Twitch is for music, but can't call in over Twitch too, you know. Let me just line up this here, so. Okay. All right, good. Zoom calls. No, me figure, Colin, me figure out Twitch first, here. All right, then. So I'm going to end this now, and I'm going over to Twitch now. All right? Good.